One of the things I often say to couples is that it takes guts and courage to have an intimate relationship. And we don't normally, again, think of it that way, but I think it takes guts to be intimate, to expose yourself, to reveal yourself, to let the other person know a lot about you. And sometimes it takes courage to hear what the other person is saying. And the intimacy comes in slowing things down enough to be able to really hear what our partners are telling us, even sometimes the negative things. Some of the most intimate conversations that I've heard couples have are on topics that you would not expect. I have a classic story that I tell that was of a couple in a workshop where she said to him, "Do you really want to know how I feel?" And he said, "Yes." And she said, "I pray for your death." And believe me, it was like tension, incredible tension in the room. And he was amazing. He learned some of the things we'd been teaching, and he said to her, "Now, just how long have you been praying?" And she proceeded to tell him how she had been so afraid and been so conflict avoidant. She'd been afraid to tell him things that were really bothering her, and the only way she imagined getting out of it was if he died.
The special advantage of couple therapy for that is that when things begin to go wrong, usually the partners don't talk about it. It's one of those things that's kind of hard to bring up, or they only bring it up in an offhand kind of way and they don't get too far into it. So that and you know what happens is someone begins to lose a little bit interest, or the man feels rejected when he makes overtures, and then pretty soon he stops making them, and sex could just become very infrequent. That's a very common problem. And they don't really talk that much about it. And both are feeling kind of hurt in their own way. So couple therapy is just a great situation where you have this third person who's just asking some straightforward, direct questions that are hard for the couple themselves to bring up, to just talk directly about it. And sometimes that can help a lot very quickly.